Shakarov sir, please start.
Please start.
Shakarov sir, please start.
Good evening to Honorable Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, our BI President Shri M.U. Mohan and other dignitaries. Today is a red letter day for Builders Association of India, wherein a personality who is known for his out of the box initiative and who is in particular very close to the building and construction industry is amongst us. Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, I have great pleasure in welcoming you today, and we are all hopeful that our interaction today will result into a win-win situation for all the nation, the government, we contractors, and the country's population. Sahib, you are credited for the Mumbai-Pune Express Highway, which is appreciated the world over as a masterpiece infrastructure. We thank the Government of India and your ministry for the efforts in solving the problems of Indian building and construction industry, sir. But many issues are still there which needs your attention. Our President and senior members will brief about these issues, sir. We are sure that with your long-standing relation with the building and construction industry, you will derive solutions. Sahib, you are the first MORTH minister who has given importance to road transport safety and has taken up making India at least 50% accident free by 2023. And for which you have earmarked a huge amount also. I heard you speaking about this at Nagpur with Honorable Minister Sri Anil Parab ji. Sir, we are proud of this for this initiative, and while assuring you of BIS committed support to you in this regard, request you brief about this also, please. Sahib, I thank you for acceding to our request and wish you the very best. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra. Dhanyavad.
Thank you.
President sir,
Yeah. Very good evening to all. Respected Honorable Minister Sri Nitin Gadkari ji, respected officials from the government and my dear friends. At the outset, let me openly admit and admire that the construction industry is fortunate to have Sri Nitin Gadkari ji, who decorate the Union Ministry with his elite presence, is not only understand about the issues of our industry, but also go out of the way to resolve the issues to the satisfaction to all concerned. Our sincere gratitude and appreciation to you, sir, for your services to our industry and to the nation as a whole. Sir, BAI established in 1941, which is now having around 1 lakh members and nearly 200 chapters throughout the length and breadth of the country. And our members are executors of major construction projects. Sir, the contractors can be best referred as the creators of national assets such as dams, highways, canals, airports, seaports, etc. Therefore, a contractor is called more than an industrialist as he has to bring money, machinery, manpower and methods from his own source to execute the projects under various programs of the government and ultimately hand over or dedicate the projects to the nation for the use of the public at large. Sir, we once again appreciate the wholehearted support of your ministry to the cause of construction industry. Sir, we need your personal intervention in the matter of many states are not implementing the notifications issued by the Union Ministry to ease out the strict norms of the contract terms in light of the lockdown scenario. It is also requested the intervention of the government to rein the arbitral price manipulation of price by cement and steel manufacturers by constituting a regulatory authority. As you know, there is a request for release of arbitration award payments of bills on time, etc. are also we place before you for kind consideration. Sir, we have our past president, Sri B. Sinaya Garu, with us, and he will present the issues faced by the contractors of this country, and we request you to kindly help us to deal with the difficult time inflicted by the unprecedented lockdown. We hope your intervention would boost the confidence of the industry as you are in the know of all things and look upon you. Thank you, sir.
Senior sir.
Good evening, Honorable Minister Nitin Gadkari ji and other members and the other officials from ministry. Sir, today, of course, I am one of the member in the Builders Association of India, and I was president in the BA. And previously, I was president in NHBF, also National Highway Builders Federation. I have most of my works in highways only with the central government. But I am a member in this BI because most of the members here in the BI, besides the corporate companies, lot of people are there, such thousands of contractors who is working with the lakhs and even crores. They are facing lot of problems with these things. Sir, just one is the reimbursement of materials like cement and steel and diesel from the quoted price to the present price, that is not being reflected directly. And now wherever the escalation is there, that we are getting the payment based on the wholesale price index. But the wholesale price index is covered after 3 months and it is not fully covered. Our members are requesting if you can make a just direct payment, that the difference cost in materials is given, and that will improve the cash flows in every month. That is one thing, sir. And the payment of bills, sir, luckily, thank God, we don't have any problem with the central government works. Transport, there is no issue, sir. So soon after we submit the bill, within a week or 10 days, we are getting our payments. But now all my BI members, we are facing with who are working with the state governments especially, and some of the contractors, they are not able to get the payments even 3 months, 6 months, even more than 1 year. There are payments held up. But what we request, if you can make a parliamentary bill, something just by recommending to pay the running bills within 30 days. That is, see, with your intervention, if it happens, it is very good, sir. Otherwise, some of the contractors who are working with the state government and central government and the cash flows, based on the cash flows problem with the state government, we are also, the works are also suffering, sir. That's one thing. And then one more thing, sir, the bills, bank discounting system, if you can request the banks to make a bill discounting procedure, so that just we will get the funds. But ultimately, the government has to pay the bills with interest for the late payment of bills. If it can be done, the cash flow problems will be resolved for most of the contractors, sir. And another thing, that this escalation is concerned, we are keep on requesting the works which are less than 100 crore and less than 1 year duration. There is no escalation clause, sir. today, every day, the diesel prices are changing, and the steel prices and cement prices, there is no control for anybody. Under these circumstances, all my contractors are suffering like anything, sir. This is just, we request even for the highways also to consider this request for works less than 100 crore and less than 1 year duration. So escalation clause must be there, sir. That is one request what we are requesting you, sir. And another thing, sir, the GST implementation, because from excise duty and the government to change it to GST, and then lot of time the government officers took to understand what is what. But even today, the NHA officers at field level, they are not conversant with the rules and modifications what they are getting. But there are abnormal delays in getting refund from the department, sir. Even they see the how much is to be paid even in the NHA contracts. How much this GST is to be recovered from the bills. They are not able to because it varies from contract to contract, but they are not able to decide because it is running, you see, years together from table to table, starting from the contractor to the consultant and then PD, RO, then headquarters. But we are not getting the finally the GST money what we are getting, because most of the people, depending upon the work, where the materials are more, the GST we are paying more, where in turn we have to get more refund. But because it is getting delayed in this process, we are suffering a lot, sir. That see, by conducting workshop, these things can be resolved, sir. So that the while conducting these workshops, you must call the concerned officers in the highways, and then contractor side consultants also, very limited people, so that they can tell their problems and then how to resolve. With your intervention only it will happen, and frequent workshops will help a lot in constructing the national projects, sir. And another thing, sir, change in law, the implementation of change in law for the works completed and ongoing works must be paid immediately as per the contract to avoid cash flow problems, sir. But see, though it is there in the contract, the change in law provision, but nobody is following, and they are not aware of what to do. And see, that is also just going up and down, and finally nothing has been paid, sir. My request, sir, you take one contract, see, or region wise, one contract, northern region, you choose randomly, and what are these, just to go through the correspondence between the contractor and the department, see how it is happening, why it is getting delayed, whether what we are telling is correct or not. That you can understand, sir, by seeing some of the projects. That's one thing, sir. Then we actually, our president, he already informed, sir, he requested to have a regulatory authority for steel and cement, so that this must be recommended to the PMO, to PMO, sir. And then pre-qualification criteria, sir, just some of the people, they are still asking to reduce the qualification criteria. Of course, whether it is correct or not, I don't know. Say, as on date, by reducing the qualification criteria, the competition is so much. Ultimately, my feeling, the works may not move. But you have to take a call, sir, which is correct. And then, sir, of course, the royalty is being deducted in NHA projects in some of the states, sir. They are giving permission by writing a letter to the mining department. And But whereas in other states, most of the states, it is not being followed. Sir, if you request all the state governments to implement the same thing, see, based on the quantities, the department will deduct the royalties, and then they can reimburse in the concerned, they can pay to the concerned department, that is mining department, sir. So that will facilitate a lot, sir. Otherwise, it's taking, of course, we have to take the permission for the quarry and then borrow areas. That we will take, sir. But the deduction of royalty must be done at source, and then it should be paid to the mining department. That some of the states are not being followed, sir. That we request you to write to all the other state governments which are not being followed, sir. Sir, now, see, in this COVID period, see, thank God the union government has given lot of relaxations for the contractors, especially in the retention money release without bank guarantee, and then reduction of performance guarantee from 5% to 3%. But in the state, see, the same, this pandemic situation is there throughout the country, even it is a global issue. And why the other state governments are not being followed? And see, if you can make it a law that see, all the state governments also must be followed. Sir, very recently we are thankful to Telangana government. They issued a GO just reducing that performance guarantee to from 5% to 3%, and they are returning the extra BGs. But other everywhere in other state governments, nobody is following these notifications, sir. You see, if you can make a request for all the state governments, that will be more useful, sir. Even in the see, Mumbai-Nagpur Expressway, such a huge project, more than 30,000 crore, where people have suffered a lot, especially in the state of Maharashtra. There also they are not following these notifications, sir. If you can, your good officers, if they can recommend to the state government, that will be helpful for the contractors, sir. And another thing, sir, this we are getting arbitration awards. What my request is 50% of arbitration award, at least if you pay without asking any bank guarantee and all, and then afterwards you can call for a mutual settlement based on the merit of the case. You can settle and pay these awards to the contractors. That will help the cash flows for running the project, sir. These are the important points what we are putting in front of you, sir. Even sir, MSME, there is a union government instructions to pay within 45 days who has got 50 crore turnover. But even the state governments are not following that also, sir. People are suffering. Most of the contractors are, they have less than 50 crore turnover, and they are not getting their payments. At least such things must be implemented by the state governments with your intervention, sir. Thank you, sir, for giving this time. But mostly, sir, these are all what I am telling. Most of the issues are with the state governments. I don't know how you can help us in getting resolve these problems with the state governments. Otherwise, see, our central government works are concerned, 90% problems have been resolved, except some change of scope and then extension of EOTs, all these things. But still, there are lapses and they are taking a lot of time. Some cases, while giving these EOTs, they are just deducting 10%, 15% from the bills, and no contractor is getting even more than 5 to 6% profit nowadays. But if it is deducted more than 10-15% in every bill for grant of this EOT, and we are suffering, sir. But see, once it is recommended by the team leader, and they must release the entire money, the bills are concerned, sir. This is lastly what I want to tell, sir. I am thankful to you, sir, for listening to us. and we are hopeful of getting positive results with this meeting, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, Madhu, it is over.
Yeah, yeah. So, Honorable Minister, sir, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you. First of all, I am giving my all best wishes to you. 2 days before I was in Mumbai, I got appointed to meet with the people related with the real estate. And they were reporting me that presently the situation in the market, particularly in the real estate, is changed. Government of Maharashtra has taken two important decisions regarding the stamp duty and at the same time regarding the development plan. Because of that, presently there are a lot of good thing happening in Maharashtra. I don't know the situation about the other states, but the real estate is a sector where we are facing maximum crucial problem. Regarding your issues, some of the issues already I have received, and I take the also all official reaction from my concerning officers, and it's with me now. We have escalation formula in the contract document, and escalation is paid accordingly, and escalation is paid based on the indices cost controlled maintained by government. In the absence of such mechanism, it may not be practicable to link the escalation with the proposed system. But still, regarding the steel and cement, this is really a problem for all of us. I have discussed this issue with the Prime Minister. The Principal Secretary for Prime Minister also I have discussed in length. Actually, I feel that this is a cartel by some big people are doing in cement and steel. Actually, every steel company, they have got their own iron ore mines. There is no increase in labor rates, no increase in power rates, but still they are increasing their rates. It is difficult for me to understand. At the same time, regarding cement factory also, they are always taking the advantage of the situation, and it is I feel that it is one they are exploiting the situation. It's not good for the national interest. We are planning to implement the infrastructure of 111 lakh crores in the next 5 years. And it is the dream of our Prime Minister to make the economy of $5 trillion, and where we have to make this infrastructure. So if this type of rate of cement and steel will be go on, it will be rather very difficult for us. We are in on the process of finding out the solution for that. One of the suggestion is regulator authority for steel and cement. That is also a good suggestion. I will look into it, but ultimately all decisions are not in my hands. I have to take it to the Finance Ministry and Prime Minister. I will look into it, but it is also one of the important issue where I'm also very much worried about it. Regarding the reimbursement of contractors' bills, NHI has issued direction for settlement of bills within specified time. To implement this, data lake platform is used. A transparent system is put in place. Still, if you have complaint, any delay in receipt of payment can be brought to the notice of the authority. That is very important. Regarding state government, many of the people who are working with the state government, they have very, very good and sweet relationship with the state governments. So you need to find out the way out. In my department, you never need to come to me for any decision, any contract, any sign. Without coming any contractor to me, I am taking the decision and giving authority to my people to take the decision. We are transparent, time-bound, result-oriented, and corruption-free. But at the same time, for this reason, you need to make more follow-up in the state government. I know that what are the problem you are facing, where you need to make a good relationship with the concerning authorities, and you have got a lot of expertise, and you know that how to make good relationship and how to get it done, because you are the expert people having the lot experience. When there may be a government belongs to any political party, you know that how to get it, resolve the issue and get the problem solved. Regarding escalation formula, In the contract document, escalation is paid accordingly. When escalation is paid, it is already over. Regarding GST implementation, it is also somewhere we are facing the problem related with the compliance and methods, and introduce their own method, making it difficult for the contractors to implement it. But already we have a lot of discussion with the finance ministry. The ministry has already issued instruction to the NHI and other implementing agencies to issue bids excluding the GST as a part of quoted bids. So then that will be resolved your problem. Noted direction issued that in future bids will be invited based on civil cost, including GST. GST will be paid separately. A detailed SOP is already issued in this regard as far as pre-GST awarded project. Shortly in future, bids will be invited based on civil cost, excluding GST. GST will be paid separately. Any change of law resulting in increased cost and are covered under provision of change of law are paid. The royalty payment is also a big problem. Already in Maharashtra, with my follow-up, they have issued an order. We are now making dredging of rivers and nalas. At the same time, we are dredging material from the lakes. The water conservation policy, which I am very much interested to implement that दौड़ने वाले पानी को चलने के लिए लगाओ, चलने वाले पानी को रुकने के लिए लगाओ, और रुके हुए पानी को जमीन को पीने के लिए लगाओ. In the majority of the contractors, they are already doing excellent work in Maharashtra with that GR. They don't need to pay any royalty. And it will be in situation as a contractor, they can work there and they will get their material free of charge without royalty. And that water conservation is going to helpful to the poor people of that area, agriculture and rural area. I am giving you a lot of example. My suggestion to your association that you should visit the all projects in Maharashtra and see that what type of work has already executed. In Buldana, one of the road we are making from Buldana to Ajanta, where we are making all this thing, already it is completed name as Buldana pattern, and which is accepted by the Niti Aayog. And Niti Aayog has already written to all central government department and state government to implement this. By this, you will get all material royalty free and you will make your contribution for water conservation. So this can be a good thing where it can resolve your problem. My suggestion is there is one book which is already there. It's with me, my office. Book is written by some government officers and which with my initiative. You take it, that book that is available in my office in Delhi, and there are already everything is there. The GR issued by the government, state government, what are the matters, and that really it is really important. The Maharashtra, we have already resolved this problem. My suggestion is you can take it to the chief minister and to the concerning ministry and issue the notification for that. It will resolve your problem, and the state like Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, where water scarcity is a big problem, it can resolve, you can resolve that problem. In my own state, in one of the project in Buldana district, we resolved the drinking water problem of 800 villages. Because of our project, we have recharged 26,000 wells. At the same time, 20,000 hectare of irrigation is already increased. So this is can be a benefit given to the people, and it's responsible where state government is responsible for that. My suggestion is if we can go to implement this policy everywhere in the all states, it will resolve our water problem in the rural and agriculture area. So better you try for it. Royalty payment on minor mineral earth material, these are all the problems. I know that what type of the things are happening in this, what type of problems you are facing. But my suggestion is you should meet with the chief minister, chief secretary, and giving representation. What are the problems you are facing? So there are some problems, but you need to have a proper representation from your side to the state government authority. The ministry-wide DO letter dated 24/7/2020 from the Secretary of MOTH has requested all the state government to take a view on exemption of royalty on minor earth minerals as well as local taxes on the aggregates required for the road construction works of the NHI across the India. In the present form of the document, it is the responsibility of the contractor to arrange material authority is extending all assistance where is needed. So by taking this letter and taking the gazette notification of government of Maharashtra, with talking to your MPs, MLAs, where all of you have got very good relations with them, very sweet relation, because every time election you are support them. So this is the time that you take their help and manipulate the thing. Not manipulation is not the correct word, but to convince to the authorities. And please see that the concerning whatever the notification which you needed for that should be released from the government, state governments. The regulator authority to be considered to be introduced in cement and steel. Already it's a good suggestion. I am trying my level best to resolve this problem. This is really one of the important problems. Regarding consolation, one of the things which I need your track record. Your people are not vocal. They are very much fear about the engineers and the officers. There is a provision. When there is a decision in consolation, if the NHI or my ministry is going to court, Supreme Court or anywhere, then we need to take the permission from the law ministry. Can you check your track record and see that whether it is taken by the NHI or not? Because I am also of the opinion to formulate some new mechanism for that. The one of the mechanism which I am going to request to Prime Minister and Law Minister that there will be a panel of retired Supreme Court and High Court judges, and there they will decide within 15 days or 1 month. We will pay the fees for them, and they will give the opinion whether this award is good or not, whether it is applicable for appeal or not. And on the basis of that, we will take the decision. It will stop the litigation. That is very important because years to year, cases are moving towards High Court and Supreme Court is not the correct thing. The other idea is in my mind where I'm working on that. I'm going to recommend it because I'm not the authority for that. That we can make the private institution, trust or bodies where there will be one Supreme Court, High Court, retired judges, retired IS officers, retired bankers, and retired these 4 or 5 people, and that will be a private body. After taking this, you can appeal to them. They will decide the things, and after that, we will formulate the policy by which we will authorize them to give the status of decision of High Court. And even this type of mechanism, both with the mutual consent of contractor and the government, we can approach to the panel. And the credibility and transparency of that panel is very important. When there is a credibility of good people, independent, impartial and fair, they will take the decision and we will 100% we will obey that. So we need to make some mechanism out of court. And that is very important because the time is the important clause where the delays are there. And because of delay, a lot of people are facing the problem. Here I am working on that. Still, I don't have any fix anything which I can tell you, but I want to make more study and research of it, and we are going to recommend this proposal to Honorable Prime Minister and Law Minister. One important thing is the time is the most important thing where we need to resolve the issue and on time limit. So regarding the NHI, I always pursue a lot of things. I know many of the problems. 71 cases involving disputed amount of rupees 16,750 crores, for which 5,820 crores has already decided and the amount is already delivered to the contractor and concessionaires. The contractors and concessionaires are advised to avail this facility to resolve their disputes. Further, as per the latest cabinet approval, the arbitral awards are to be challenged by the authority only after the opinion of the law ministry. Please verify. In case an appeal is preferred over the arbitral award, an amount of 75% is to be released to the party against a bank guarantee. Whatever your demand is that 50% of the award, we will allow. This is not in my hand. We need to take the approval from the finance ministry to the cabinet for that. So it is a very difficult task. So you need to approach to finance ministry, to law ministry, to PMO and giving the representation to them. A monthly review is being done in the issue of observed that parties are not coming forward with the bank guarantee to recover the 70% of the arbitral award money, because this is the solution which actually at that time when we take this decision, we have taken the approval from the Prime Minister for that. So my suggestion is, why the banks are not giving it the bank guarantee for taking 75% award? Somewhere you need to convince Finance Ministry and also the bank authority for that. Also, there is one of the pending cases there that is related with the, in place of 2% of the cost of the project, we are taking bank guarantee, performance guarantee. So in place of that, now we have decided to take it as a insurance of the project. And the report of the committee from last 1 year is given to the Insurance Regulated Authority in Hyderabad. The report is given to the chairman, but the chairman has still not given his final verdict to the government. I am pursuing the matter. And after that, you don't need to give 2% of performance bank guarantee from the bank, but there will be an insurance of the project, and which will immediately resolve your problem, because a lot of contractors are facing the problem because of the bank guarantee also. The ministry, regarding the implementation of union government notification, particularly relaxation of contract condition, the ministry has already provided a slew of relief measures to help the concessionaires overcome the working capital and operational issue during the COVID pandemic, and a similar request have also made to the state government for consideration. With respect to project coming under the state government, it is state subject and state to agree. You need to make more persuasion for that. One of the important things where is, I will request you, the one of the challenge for me as a mission, that how we can reduce the construction cost. Either it is building construction or either it is road construction. In building construction, I feel that we can reduce the cost by making it not more than 1,000 rupees per square feet cost of construction. I am of the opinion that we can go up to 800 rupees per square feet with a good quality of construction. So my suggestion is, for this purpose, you need to take new initiative. Just many of our contractors, builder and a road contractor and building contractor, both are using diesel. Now, just 25 days before, I launched a JCB which is on 100% bio CNG. So the cost of saving, if the contractor is making expenditure of 10 crore rupees for diesel per month, by using CNG, he can save 5 crore rupees per month. That can be a great saving for him. So now I am talking with the construction equipment machinery to make their machinery available on CNG, on LNG and electric. Some of the companies are now launching electric trucks. Diesel is hazardous, creating more pollution, and cost is very high. And my idea is that we can make bio CNG from agriculture. In my own area, we are making 18 ton of bio CNG per day. Now there is a technology available that you can make CNG from rice straw, biomass, even municipal sewage water also. You can get methane and bifurcate methane from CO2, you get bio CNG. So use of bio CNG is going to reduce the cost. At least my estimate is it will be less than 60% cost will be reduced, pollution will be reduced, and there will be no theft for the gas, because diesel there the people can take the disadvantage of it. So you need to take new initiative in it, and we are already, I am talking with the construction equipment machinery people. They are all doing it. You even existing your construction equipment on diesel, you can convert them using the kit onto CNG. There are also a lot of work is going on. My suggestion that you should support for it. So it is going to reduce your cost 50% on diesel. The other important thing is where we need to take, now we are allowing all type of new technology, innovation, research and successful practices in the whole world in the road construction. My suggestion is using of this coir and jute. We can use it, coir and jute, for making roads strong. Already report of IIT Chennai is there. My secretary is working on that, by which we can reduce the cost. then we are now thinking to use only that bitumen, that is what is the name? Using 10% plastic and rubber in it, that modified bitumen. We are now thinking on the line that we will make mandatory, only we will use modified bitumen, where the 10% of plastic and rubber will be added. Environment point of view, it is good and giving good strength. It is also useful and it's cost saving. So you need to, your association only talking about your all the problems, but you should contribute for research, development and innovation in the field. Now the technology which is approved in the ministry for making of bridges, we are now giving permission. In my own city, we are making the bridge on that type. In Malaysia, I already sent one of the committee headed by civil engineering department head of IIT Mumbai, Ravi Sinha, and all expert people are going to Malaysia. And for in the bridge construction, we are using distance between the two pillars is maximum 30 meters. But now they are making the beam by using steel fiber, which is going to increase the strength where we can make the distance of 100 meters. So it can reduce the cost. So first of all, it's my humble request to all of you. You should adopt the good technology without compromise with the quality, reduce the cost, and the benefit will be given to the contractor. In this particular, my suggestion, if you're facing any problem, please come to me. Soil stabilization, precast construction, by which you need to reduce the cost. And I feel that this can be a good thing for the country, for the contractor also. The contractors which are accepting good technology, good research, by taking the help from engineering colleges and IITs and making good quality of road, good quality of building construction, nothing like that. It is the time for the country that we should think on the line that the innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skilled and successful practices, we name it as a knowledge. This is the one philosophy. And the other philosophy is conversion of waste into wealth. So using of waste material, convert into wealth. It is depending upon the leadership, vision, and the available technology by which you can implement it, it can be possible. Where we need your cooperation. Only associations are talking about the contracts, talking about GST, talking about all the things. But I am going to ask you one question. That is $1 million question to all of you. What innovation you have already taken in your field? What type of new technology you are going to implement? How you are going to reduce the cost of construction without compromise with the quality of construction? And first of all, you need to understand what is the market. Now in the market for the real estate, there are no people who can purchase the houses where cost is more than 15 lakh rupees. But there is a potential. Only 1% people can purchase the house where cost is more than 15 lakhs. But there are 60 to 70% people are ready to purchase the house where the cost is less than 10%. Cost is less than 10 lakh. So by using the appropriate technology without compromise with the quality, if you can make good type of buildings in the low cost construction, already Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana and other thing, you can get more business and your turnover will be increased. But somewhere you need to accept the new technology. To save money is to earn money. And where the technology is very important, I will request your chairman and your all the concerning office bearer that please think on the line that what are the new technology where we can reduce the cost. Always I am of the opinion, no compromise with the quality. So this is the time for the country, for the people like you, that we need to find out the economic viability in infrastructure project. Without that, we cannot do it. If the economic viability is there, we can invest public-private investment in it. And then it can be possible. My planning for next 5 years to make roads of 15 lakh crores. I don't have any money problem. My model is so good, there is no problem for me. And this ultimately going to create more opportunity for the contractors. There is a competition in Mumbai-Delhi highway. One of the package we received 30 contractors. They are already the tender we have received. And they are going by 20% below. I am very much happy about it. There is a competition. There is no cartel. I am against the cartel of steel and cement. At the same time, I'm against the cartel of contractor also. So there should be a fair competition without compromise the quality, where we as a government, we want to support you as a facilitator, and where everyone is working to get some profit from every venture. It is the right of every person to get the profit. I know that you are not a charitable trust or a religious organization. You are a business organization, 100%. It is important for you to get the profit from the projects. So in the line that you are the important stakeholders, we have limited role I am related with one of the ministry, but as infrastructure all over in the country, either it is related to the state or the central government, as all stakeholders, we will come together, think together, work together, and resolve the problem, and we will march ahead to take our economy of $5 trillion and also the infrastructure of 111 lakh crore and making India Atmanirbhar Bharat. Your role is important. Still, if you have any problem, please come to me to Delhi. Give me in return. If suppose anything is possible for me, I will immediately do it. If anything which is not possible for me, immediately I will tell you, I am sorry, it is not possible for me to do it, but I will take the decision on it and I will try to resolve your problem. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir. Arvind Patel, sir. Arvind Patel, sir.
You unmute.
I'm
You have to
unmuting you.
unmute.
Arvind Patel, sir, unmute yourself.
Madhu, you locked it.
He has to unmute you, sir. I'm asking him to request him to unmute. I think he's not there.
No, he is there, but you have to unlock first. You have locked his.
No, it has been locked by the Honorable Minister's office.
Okay.
1 minute, huh?
I cannot unmute him.
Yeah.
The host.
Yes,
We have
yes,
to
sir.
unmute
Ah,
him.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
We are not host. This is from Minister's home. We are not host.
Sir,
Arvind Patel, sir.
Yeah.
माननीय मंत्री श्री
Please
गडकरी
allow
जी,
our
Namaskar,
Arvind
sir.
Patel ji to say what of thanks.
माननीय मंत्री श्री गडकरी जी को नमस्कार सर। सर, आपके लिए आभार और धन्यवाद व्यक्त करने के लिए हमारे पास कोई शब्द नहीं होते हैं, बिकॉज आप हमारी इंडस्ट्री के सुपरस्टार हो सर। जैसे फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में अमिताभ बच्चन है, ऐसा सर आप हमारे लिए सुपरस्टार हो। सर, आपके पास जब जो चीज लोगों ने या कॉन्ट्रैक्टर ने मांगा है, तभी वो चीज का आपने हर वक्त प्रयास किया है कि कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाए। सर, मैंने एनएचआई की आपकी बहुत सारी रिव्यू मीटिंग में मैं हाजिर रहा हूं एज ए कंसेशनर, एज ए कॉन्ट्रैक्टर। सर, आपके दिल से मतलब एक न्यायिक आवाज निकलती है, वो देख के हमें बहुत खुशी होती है कि साहब हमारे मंत्री जी है वो कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को एग्जैक्ट जानते हैं। सर, आत्मनिर्भर के जितने सारी डिमांड थी उसमें से मुझे लगता है 90% जितने सर्कुलर जो प्रॉब्लमेटिक थे वो आपने रोड मिनिस्ट्री और एनएचआई के लिए कर दिए हैं ऑलरेडी। सर, कुछ हमारे जो प्रॉब्लम है सिन्नैया जी ने बताया है, वो हमको उम्मीद है सर आप वो भी हमारे प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर देंगे। सर, एक हमारा सबसे बड़ा और मेरी एक रिक्वेस्ट है एज ए बिल्डर एसोसिएशन ऑफ इंडिया की तरफ से, सर एक ये इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर सेक्टर को इंडस्ट्री का साहब स्टेटस मिलना चाहिए। ये एक हमने लास्ट मंथ पीएमओ साहब को और आपको भी लेटर लिखा है और बहुत सारे सांसद ने भी लेटर लिखा है। सर, ये इतनी बड़ी आप सब हमारी रोड इंडस्ट्री है, उसको अगर इंडस्ट्री का स्टेटस नहीं मिलेगा तो सर ऐसे में हमारे बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम हो रहे हैं। तो एक सर हमारी ये एक हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट है। सर, एक 5% से 3% जो सर्कुलर हुआ है उसमें हमारी रिक्वेस्ट ईपीसी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में ये है सर कि 3% तो हो गया, बट अभी डिफेक्ट लायबिलिटी पीरियड सर 10 साल के लिए हो गया है। तो हमारी रिक्वेस्ट ये है कि लास्ट जो मेंटेनेंस का अमाउंट होना है उसकी अगर सर परफॉर्मेंस सिक्योरिटी रुकेगी तो ठीक होगा, अदरवाइज 3% 10 साल के लिए रोकेंगे सर तो थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम आ सकता है। ये दो ही चीज सर। और
वो जो इंश्योरेंस रेगुलेटेड अथॉरिटी है वहाँ चेयरमैन बैठे हैं 1 साल से वो रिपोर्ट पर, ये 10 साल के गारंटी का भी कोई इंश्योरेंस निकाल लो ना, और 2 साल के बैंक गारंटी का। वहाँ हैदराबाद के आप कॉन्ट्रैक्टर है, ये सनिया जी वगैरह वहाँ है, वो
जी
वहाँ
सर।
1 साल से रिपोर्ट दे के बैठा है, वो आ नहीं रहा, उसको रिप्रेजेंटेशन करो और आप 10 साल का इंश्योरेंस निकाल के हमको दे दो, ऐसा करके कुछ फॉर्मूला आ जाए ताकि आपको ये बैंक के गारंटी से मुक्ति मिलेगी और एक बार इंश्योरेंस फी भर देंगे आप आपके क्रेडेंशियल्स पर और
जी
उसके
सर।
साथ काम खत्म हो जाएगा।
जी सर, जी सर, जी सर, वो भी ट्राई करेंगे। तो सर हम आपने ये टाइम दिया एसोसिएशन को, हमारी बातें सुनी, उसके लिए हम आपका बहुत आभार व्यक्त करते हैं, धन्यवाद व्यक्त करते हैं सर। नमस्कार सर।
धन्यवाद जी।